What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, I have reported on this particular teacher by the name of Jack Lee. Jack Lee is a teacher, a STEM teacher in a middle school. He went viral when this clip went out.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out and they all agreed. Number two, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I wrote all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics because caring for the whole child is what's important. Some of these students have been with me since I was a substitute 4 years ago. They see me as a big brother or a father figure, as some of them say. And me, I don't want kids of my own, so all of these kids are literally my children. And in case you're wondering about their parents, most of them follow me on social media and always talk about my videos with their kids. They always tell me that they're so grateful that their kids have someone like me in their life. In my admin, they're well aware of my social media presence and they love my videos. To me, this is just another wholesome moment that I'm having with my kids that I was fortunate enough to catch on film. Since I'm a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to foster in my class is mutualism, or mutualistic relationship, which means both organisms benefit from the exchange. So when my students have good behavior, complete all their assignments, and do everything that a scholar is supposed to do, I reward them with downtime and just time to just be a kid, be on their phones, play games, gossip, so on and so forth. My students and I work hard and we play harder. I'm fortunate enough to have students that feel safe and comfortable around me, safe to come to me with their problems, their frustrations. They come to me seeking guidance and wisdom, or come to me simply to chill and hang out because they know that they have a safe space to be themselves around me. What I strive to do as an educator is be the teacher I wish I had grown up. I strive to be the teacher that makes my inner child happy, someone that my inner child would be proud of. I want to be the teacher that my students reflect back on 20, 30 years down the line and think like, dang, that teacher I had in middle school, he was the shit. No further questions, Your Honor. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. You think this was inappropriate or people are making something out of nothing? And although you are entitled to your opinion, all I ask is that you be respectful. Thank you.
All right, so you saw that clip. A lot of people in Black America were very concerned about this, very upset. Why are you allowing these young women to braid this young man's hair. And let me just say this, I agree. You know, like I said, I get that, you know, he has a relationship with those kids and everything, and he's teaching in a different era and all of that. But man, you got to understand, these are young women, it's somebody's daughter. And again, if this was a lot of fathers out there, they wouldn't appreciate this. Don't keep your hands out of that man's hair. All right. You braid your husband's hair or your fiance's hair, but don't you be braiding no grown dude's hair. Okay. Because as men, we understand it. But one of these students, their mother is upset about the fact that her daughter braided his hair, but she's upset for the wrong reason. What she's about to say is about to shock you. Play the clip.
My child happens to be one of the children taking the braids out, the teacher. So people was like, how you felt about the teacher letting the kids take the braids out. My only issue was I come up to this school all the time. Like, you see me come up here all the time, you know, and I consider myself precious. So, like, you see this come up here all the time. Why you ain't asked me to take your braids out? Why you ain't asked me to take your braids out? Because I would have took your braids out. I would have washed your hair, conditioned it. You know what I'm saying? I would have massaged your scalp. I'd have put a little blue grease in your hair. I'm looking for my blue grease now. I'd have put a little blue grease in it. Put a little foam, you know what I'm saying? A little mousse on the braids. Put a little do-rag on it. Like, I would have did all that. So that was my only concern. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I consider myself precious. So I was kind of confused as to, like, baby, you see me come up here all the time. Why you didn't ask me?
So here we have a mother who is not concerned with the fact that her daughter is braiding a grown man's hair. You want to get clapped up yourself. Let me talk about this, brothers. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be mean to some of the women in the community. But here is why I am very concerned about young or black women who are single moms and you don't have no father there, okay? Because things like this can occur. This woman is not married. I can tell she's not married. This woman has never been married. And this woman lacks leadership. Your daughter's unbraiding this grown man's hair. And what you're more concerned with is how can you get your cheeks clapped because you're attached to it. So is this how some ladies compete for their daughter's boyfriends? Or does this happen in other aspects of the community? When you have a man trying to coach your daughter, you know, it's legit, but you want to sleep with the daughter's coach. It's a lot of that going on, by the way, in Black America. Y'all didn't know that, right? It's so many women sleeping with these young boys' coaches because they jealous. Why you spending so much time with my son? You know, what about me? What about you? I almost said the N-word. My mama watching. What about you? What about you? Is that all you can think about? This is why so many women need to be married. Where's your structure at? You're a parent. The last thing you can think about is why you didn't ask me to do it. What kind of mother is that? What are you even talking about, boo? You do look good, because I would have definitely wanted to clap you up myself. But get your mind out the gutter. All you're thinking about is how can you get clapped? I think I look good. Yeah, you do look good. But no, that's the difference. Something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. And I feel sorry for you. Okay? Something is seriously wrong with you. Where's your mind? Like my mom used to always tell me, boy, where's your mind at? And when you see this, you see, you know, a lot of these young ladies, a lot of young women in the Black community, they leave home because their mama is jealous of them. They running away from home. They scared. Why? Because their mama is trying to get the same thing that they get attention from. This is not an equal situation, but this is similar. And you know what? It is sad as hell. Really it is. And y'all need to really stop this. Okay? Stop this. Shout out to the brother that gave me this. This is sad as hell. And somebody need to call the police on her.
911, what's your emergency?
You know what I mean? Like, the fact that some people have children is astonishing. Just because you can have a child don't make you a mother or a father. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.